So test one, we're gonna try this again. Anytime you're trying to come up with creativity and anytime you really want to share something that you've been inspired to talk about, a lot of times things interrupt them. Forward progress in a lot of cases means opposition. Anytime you think about moving forward, a lot of times it means opposition. Now, you shouldn't allow that opposition. Hey, happy life, how you doing? You shouldn't allow that opposition to stop you from beginning, but you should allow that opposition to know that you're moving in the right direction. So, what I've learned in my life, I'm not saying I'm an expert. I'm not saying I know everything. Let me tell you something. My Rena said, "Grandma, you're a beautiful person. You always support me. Hey, container crops. Grandmama, I love you. I mean, I don't know you. I don't know you personally, but I appreciate you because you literally, no matter what, you be down, and I appreciate you." Wait a minute, hold on for 1 second. Matter of fact, yeah, I appreciate you. I thank you for what you do. Hey, container crops, how you doing? You in the groove, container crops. Your Instagram, I literally look at it every day. I mean, you just like you dropping them gems, but then at the same time you make it fun, you make it easy, and I'm loving what you're doing. And you already know, Nikki, I'm down with you for life because Nikki, you, I don't know, you just like you remind me of a person that like happy go lucky and always like I want to share everything I learned, and then you always sharing just like nuggets of just fun wisdom. You make learning fun, so I'm hoping that you um, work in the capacity of teaching, like to another level. Hope that you scale your teaching to another level because you always sharing and you make learning fun, and I appreciate you. So let me just stay focused. The reason why I came on is because what I want to do is I want to be consistent with some things on my channel. And it's not about me, but I'm thinking about the people that serve others. What I want to start discussing and promoting are people that serve others. So let's talk about people that commute. Let's talk about people that transport goods and services. Let's talk about people who are on the roads when we are asleep. Let's talk about people that Nikki, I mean, it is what it is. You show it, it is what it is. So let's talk about people that have you ever thought about when you sleep at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, there's somebody that are transporting something you order on Amazon. There's somebody out there that you literally ordered something from Washington State and you live in Georgia or you live in South Carolina, and they literally going to get it to you within 2 to 3 days or maybe 5 days, right? There's people behind that. And we talk about like heroes. We talk about heroes in our society. Yes, emergency response, it's like levels of everything. But at the same time, what if you need medication? What if you need your parents, your aunties, your loved ones, they need medication? There's people out there that are literally putting aside their lives to transport those goods and services. And I'm just saying, let's take the time today and give honor to them. Let's love them because my goal for this video is for them to watch this video, and I'm hoping that you all would chat. I'm hoping you all would comment about how important mail delivery, um, when it comes to delivering products, goods, and services. I'm hoping that you all would say thank you. What I need everybody to chat is hashtag thank you delivery. The reason why I'm saying that is because what I want to do is every week I want to share things that we take for granted in a lot of cases. I'm not saying everybody, but in a lot of cases we take for granted. People and resources that we take for granted. It's almost like cutting on the switch. When a hurricane comes, we expect power. When we go to the mailbox, when we order off of Amazon, or when we go to a store, and then a lot of people talk about shortages. What happens when rivers run dry? The rail system shuts down. Oceans have like embargoes, all this stuff. These people are ready to go. Bless their heart. But then what happens when a truck driver or transport expert is transporting our goods and services and they can't work for 10 hours, but they feel like they can work 12 hours, but then they got layover. And then they had imagine you're a truck driver. You leave on Sunday. You need to have your child's graduation on Friday. And then you run into like different hurdles after hurdles after hurdles trying to get to your child's graduation. But then it's things that you can't control. But here it is where they like, I still got to get my goods and service transported. Thank you. Thank you for everything that you do to those that transport. Some people transport blood, some people transport organs, some people transport tissue paper, some people transport simple things that we take for granted. And all I'm just saying is thank you for what you do. Thank you for every single thing that you do. Because a lot of times we just accuse the company, but we don't think about the transportation system. We don't think about a wreck on the roads. They sitting there, GT, what's up, my brother, man? Much love, man. Every time I see you, you make me smile, man. Much love, GT. But we don't think about the process. We just look at the delivery date, the order date, the delivery date, and make sure it comes. And then we turn towards the company. It ships everything out, but we don't think about like the hurdles and challenges. Let me tell you something. I've traveled a lot in my life, and I've seen a lot of different things in my life. But you know what I've seen a lot on these interstates, on these travel? I seen death. I seen times where I've sat up in traffic on interstates, toll roads, and everything, backed up traffic, and then you drive past, and the EMT have not arrived, but then you see people lose their life. But then you're supposed to still just keep on going. You're a mother, you're a father, you're an auntie, you're a cousin, and you expect for everybody to just suck it up and then arrive, and then you literally deal with when you go to your location where you're supposed to drop off. You trying right now we getting ready to go to like what we call the holiday season. Right now is a challenging season for our transporters. And what I'm trying to send to you all And I'm asking you all to think about our transporters because when we're by the fireplace, like right now, when we settle, when we sitting down, they are delivering the things that we ordered and that we're expecting before the delivery date. When you resting, when you relaxed, when you chilling, when you work the hard days worth of work, they delivering your expectations. Whether it's rain, sleet, snow, washed out road, black ice, they putting their life in jeopardy every single day. Whether the rain change, if it's a tropical storm, if it's a front, if it's snow, if it's sleet, if it's ice, they putting themselves, they putting their lives in jeopardy. And I'm trying to get everybody to reach out to if you know somebody in transportation, if you know somebody that are delivering goods, send them a thank you. If you can financially give them something, send them that. Because at the end of the day, we just sitting in the comforts of our home and we're expecting the goods and services. And if it's a day late, 3 days late, 4 days late, we mad because all we did was click, 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 and click. Be patient. We're dealing with labor issues. We're dealing with hiring issues. We're dealing with adjusting things. And I'm just saying right now is a time where we order online and we expect things to be delivered. We expect people to come. What happens when rains come or droughts come and you got more than the usual amount of clients and you got somebody to do home care? They drive hundreds of miles a week and they delivering home care or they delivering your oxygen or they delivering um, different medical equipment. Be patient with them. It's not right because corporate America, in a lot of cases, are trimming, trimming, trimming. They're trying to secure the bag. But the people that's doing the everyday footwork that we interact with, they have no control what corporate makes the decision of. And I'm asking you all to just think about them. So as we navigate through life, think about the people that have the boots on the ground. Think about the transporters, the, the truck drivers, as we call them, the people that work to navigate and like share the different loads and delivery time. Think about them. Cause when we sleep, when we relax and when we chill, they trying to figure this thing out. So at the end of the day, all I'm just trying to say is it's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes that maybe we take for granted. And all I'm saying, don't take it for granted. Don't hold the people that trying to do the best they can do based on the opposition with that they're not doing their job, but think about what they're going through. So to the truck drivers, to the delivery people, to the service people that goes out on service and help, whether it's appliances, whether it's medical equipment, whether it's just delivering a toy to somebody. Understand that we don't understand what you're going through, but we appreciate you. And all I'm trying to ask everybody in the chat right now is to send out thank you, Thank you. Hashtag thank you to our delivery people. Hashtag thank you. Because we provide the jobs, we provide them an opportunity, but they still have challenges. They still have things that they can't control. And they want to do a good job. Like literally, when you think about life, even as a child, you really want to do the best that you can do. It's not about like even if you just engage with your parents, the first thing that you do, thank you, Happy Life. Thank you, GT. Thank you, Nikki. To our military, that's another level. You know what, Nikki? I appreciate you. I appreciate that feedback because, like I want to do over the next few sessions of my live, I want to thank different people that we just like, we don't think about them, but they literally 24/7 taking care of us. Our law enforcement, our investigators, our military. A lot of people talking about, I'm an African American. We get a lot of bad raps that thinking like black folks and black men in general always looking for opportunity to circumvent the system. And that's not what it is. We want peace, just like you want peace. We want life. A lot of our law enforcement, they want peace. They want to be able to go back to their families and know that their family are secure and taken care of. Our military, they said the reason why I fought for this country because I believe in this country. I believe in the rights. I believe in everything that we have, and I want to protect it. Let's stop painting this picture of we in a system and we stuck. No, there's a lot of powerful people. We got nurses aid, we got janitors, we got public servants, we got commissioners, we have people that literally clean bathrooms every single day that believe in what we do and how we do it. And they take pride in what we do. But somehow we take this stuff for granted. We go into a bathroom in a professional environment, we expect for it to be clean, we expect for everything to be in place, we expect for the supplies to be here. But you know what's the sad part about it? We don't think about the person that's doing it. And if they're doing a great job, what happens when they do a great job? What happens when people really do a great job? Do we do we have a party for them? Do we have a celebration for them? Do we share their birthdays? If you're a business owner, wake up. You struggling with employee retention. If you're a manager, if you HR, you struggling with employee retention. You struggling with losing employees. Wake up. Let let's stop with the semantics. Let's invest in people. They leave, they go. You should want your employees to grow. You should want people to develop, advance, and grow. Because the whole existence for us to have training, career development, is for people to grow. Okay, it's inconvenience that I got to go back and rehire for somebody that I did, but imagine the impact you had. This is the thing that a lot of people don't realize that nothing is more amazing than when you work 20 and 30 years, you have people take you back for 20 years ago to say thank you for what you done. Thank you for helping me with my career. I know we were raised in a consumer type environment. I know we were raised in get it, get it, get it. You the boss, grow your boss. You can't do it alone. But at the same time, We got to be to the point where after you get a million, after you get 2 million, after you get 200,000, after you get $50,000 a year, after you get $30,000 a year, it don't matter what level you are. We are here to share and help somebody where you see potential that can go further than you went. We are here to share it to somebody else. You know, the whole concept, my wife convinced me. I'm telling you, the reason why I started this channel, my wife convinced me to start being active with this channel. I dropped the channel, first of all, to be like something to do. I did not know there was revenue or nothing like that with that. But then now I got to the point where YouTube don't pay my bills, but at the same time, YouTube can leave a catalog for 3 and 4 generations past me. This fire will go out, but what matters is the person that learns how to start the fire and not the fire itself. Don't focus on the fire, but learn the skills and the mindsets on how to develop the fire. Same thing with your life. It don't matter about that you had a fire in 2003, 2015, 2017. That's fine. That's well. That's handy. But what happens when you know how to start that fire in 2026, 2038, 2045? What happens when you are now at the age where you feel like I can't physically do it, but I can start a fire? Develop your skill set and your time and your knowledge to share with others that can never ever give you nothing in return. All I'm saying is, what happens when you share something from somebody that you already expected can never give you anything in return? What happens? What happens when that happens? You know what happens? Your focus and your intent, your passion changes. You no longer are engrossed with something you getting. You are engrossed with something you giving. And I truly believe that our talents, our passions are not based on what we can get. What we can get is a perk. But I think our talents and our gifts are based on passing something on to the next generation. We have no control of procreation. If you get a killer, a murderer, a rapist, and if they can procreate in nature and evolution, that is successful. It has nothing to do with whether it's right or wrong. But guess what? Imagine if a person that has culture, a person that cares, a person that's passionate about the future, they can procreate. Guess what happens? Evolution will multiply. I think, and this is my opinion, if we can spread more positivity and not think about what everybody else is doing, not think about what is successful as far as monetary, but we think about spreading and infecting people with positive energy. Can you imagine? It may not spread. It might not be a wildfire, but it may be a wildfire to a certain group, a certain energy of people. And all I'm saying is imagine if we can just infuse positivity, things that we learned, things that we obtained, lesson that we learned. Let's stop trying to, like, here we are starting from the beginning and then trying to find a way. My parents didn't teach me this. My cousins, my family, none of that taught me this. I'm still learning from scratch. But imagine if you can isolate a certain period of time in your life and just share something that you learned with others. Imagine if you could do that. There are certain people.
Hey, babe.
Hey, man,
How you doing?
doing well. We got Gigi in the house.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, we got Gigi.
I had to go on a plant run, y'all.
Talk to the people.
What talk to 'em about?
Yeah, I mean, you've been watching a lot. Talk to them. I'm
Well, I was
encouraging people
driving.
to never give up,
I
to
was
just keep going.
driving. I was driving. Hey, TT Junior. How are you doing? Hey, Cheryl Faulkner. Hello, Nikki. How are you doing? Let's see who else is here. Hey, G Hud. How you doing? Happy life. Hello, hello. How you doing? Who else is in here? This live stream out. Hit the share button. It ain't gonna cut you. I promise. Hit the share button. Share Eco Live out. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Container Crops. How are you doing? But yeah, I was listening to the live on the way in, and I think you're so right. I think you're so right. People need us. Some interesting things happened to me today as as I was going about my day. Um, Shout out to
Maurice,
Maurice.
Maurice,
Maurice.
Maurice.
Maurice here in
Much
Tallahassee.
love. You give me motivation, Maurice.
So I was in Lowe's today because, they were having my sale that I have been waiting on forever and ever. Hello, Deborah Wells. Deborah Wells, hello, how are you doing?
Much love, Deborah.
So I was in Lowe's today, and this man came up to me and he was like, "Hello, I follow your husband's channel. I love your husband's channel." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Go ahead, Eco Neighbor." Getting Gigi recognized out here in these Tallahassee streets.
Nah, you
So,
the star, baby. I'm just a sideline.
you the star, you the star. So, yeah, and then crazy part is that I went around the corner to the Tractor Supply after that, and then I heard this man say, "Gigi," and I was like, "Huh? Like who called me?" And he was like, "My wife is sitting over there in the truck, and go say hello to her. She would love to meet you in person because she follows your channel." And I was like, wow. It was just motivation to continue, to just keep going,
Keep on
because you
growing.
don't
Don't
realize.
deny it to keep on growing.
Yeah, keep on growing. Absolutely. Absolutely. But a lot of times you don't realize the impact that you make in other people's life. And so, um, you just don't know, right here in my area. We see people that are all over the place, all over the world, coming on our channels, commenting and all of that stuff. And I think sometimes as content creators, sometimes we take it for granted, you know that people actually take time out of their day to come to our channels, to listen to what we have to say, to listen to words of inspiration, encouragement, to learn things. I gained some new subscribers just today in the middle of Lowe's because one person stopped and was like, "Hey, it's nice to meet you, in person." So you just never know what type of impact that you're making in people's lives, and
Appreciate you,
you
Maurice.
have to just continue, just keep on going, keep on growing. You dropped your lighter over there.
Okay.
Um, so you really have to just keep on going, keep on growing, and keep on making a difference in other people's lives. And I think that the words that Eco was saying is so important, to think about those people who actually go through some stuff. Like this is not easy. It's not easy to get on here in front of people. You know, you're sharing your life, you're sharing some personal things with other people. Um,
What happens when you
and
love and you care somebody? It's like this. I love people.
mhm,
And then sometimes people think that when they meet someone that they like, I genuinely love people. What happens when you don't have no alternatives? You literally are not trying to find a way to get over on them, but you just love them.
mhm.
Sometimes people don't know how to handle that situation.
At the end of the day, that's all people want anyway. People just want to be loved. You know, they want to be appreciated. And if you could do a little bit of that by giving people a kind word sometimes, or doing something